What is up YouTube? This is Mayank Sharma from Varchaswa Trading, and in this video let's see what we decided yesterday, that what was our view for today, what market actually did, and what is our expectation for tomorrow being the expiry day and for the days to come. So let's see what we decided yesterday and what did I tell you. See, in the yesterday's video I told you, even if markets are to open above these levels, I am not looking to, I will trail my long positions very aggressively, and I will not add any new longs over here, because I knew that these areas, see, now everyone would be bullish, now markets trapped buyers. So if and market never goes up like this, that markets will never keep going up like this, or else everyone will be able to make money, and markets hate that. So what did I tell you? I tell you that if we open above these zones, our targets will be 16,400, 16,380 and 16,400 was our target. And if we see today's high, 16,400 was our high. And let's see what I told you in this free Telegram channel. Levels of 16,400 around is an important make or break level. Be cautious around it. And this was our first target for the video. Okay, and in the morning itself, at 9:28 I told you that something is very fishy in structure. Long positions should trail aggressively. So if we see 928, okay, 928 was somewhere around here. 928 was somewhere around this price. Around this price was when I told you that okay, markets looks fishy, this structure doesn't look like it will hold, and markets, if you see, just tanked down after that. Markets tanked more than 150 points. Okay, that's a big deal. Because being near expiry, all the calls would decay aggressively, and even in the last video I told you that if markets doesn't open gap down, any flattish or gap up opening will lead to massive volatility. And let's see what kind of volatility did we see. Markets went up, give me one moment. Markets went up 113 points in mere 1 hour. In mere less than 1 hour, markets were in positive 113 points, and then markets dropped like 180 points, 180 points. Okay, I'll just round them up. Markets just shot down 180 points, and when people started selling here, when people started building shorts here, markets again went up 150 points. So this was a massive volatility which we witnessed in Nifty today, and that was exactly our view. So let's see on the daily chart and let's see the levels for now. Okay, let's just try to see what can happen. So if we see what market did, so now everyone is thinking that okay, markets have taken a support over here. But to me this looks like a case of supply creation. When everyone is buying here, this was an unusual candle. For me, this is a case of supply creation to break this level, to break these levels. If markets break this level, we can see a plunge down till the levels of 14,800, at least. Okay, if markets break down this level, this will be our freshly created supply to break out this level, and then we will see this down move. So this is a swing view, and this view will hold true only if markets are able to break these intermediate lows which I marked. Okay, so let's see what's the view for tomorrow. See, tomorrow there could be two cases. When markets move up in two ways. Markets will never short up like this. Markets will go down, go up, and if they want to go up, they will go up, then they will retrace a bit, now how will you know that this is a retracement? If markets are able to take out this high, then you know that okay, markets may continue their upward momentum, the signs of which is pretty meek. I am not personally expecting that. The probability of this happening is pretty less, but as technicians we have to discount everything, so we'll discuss both the scenarios. Okay, we'll discuss both the scenarios. So if markets are opening flat tomorrow, somewhere around these zones, and they go down sharply, I will not be looking to make any short positions ASAP. I will not be looking to make any short position as soon as it happens. To create short positions here, what I'll need to create short positions here, I'll need market to stay below this point of time and this level. What is this level? 16205. If markets are able to sustain below this, if markets are able to sustain below this for good 15-20 minutes, then we'll see a further plunge down which can make you reach the intraday target of 16100 to 16,000. And if the case is pretty bearish, if the market is pretty bearish, we can still see 15,800 tomorrow itself. We can still see 15,800 tomorrow itself. I will not be interested to be in any call position below this level. And what is this level? Below 16,300. Okay, below 16,300, if markets are not able to sustain above 16,300, I am not going to take any exposure in long side. But now the important thing which I told you, that this could be even a retracement. This could even be a retracement, but the chance of which is very less. I told you yesterday also, 80% of the chances and the prosperity probability move. What do I call prosperity probability moves? Which will prosper your trading account, which will increase your account dramatically, is to the downside. So 80% of the time, 80% of the times for me, it is going to be the downside momentum. And we can see a bearish engulfing which will break below this candle. This is my expectation as of now. This is my expectation as of now. But to cover every aspect, we are covering even the call side scenario. See, if markets are able to break this level, see, I'll start making long exposure above 16,300, above the levels of 16,300, somewhere around here. If markets are able to sustain above here, if markets are able to sustain above here, I'll look to create a long exposure. I'll look to create a long exposure. And if markets anyhow are able to break this level of today's high, what was today high? 16,400. I told you 16,400 is an make or break level. It is a make or break level. So if markets are able to go above there and sustain for even 10 minutes, we'll say intraday target of 16,550 and 16,750 itself. Now the most probability and the best move, if markets are opening a slight gap up, if markets are opening a slight gap up of around this level, 16,290, 16,290, somewhere above here, if markets are able to open a little gap up, and the first candle itself we see a negative candle, in the first candle itself we see a heavy bearish candle, that is when I like to create my short exposure. And my targets to the downside, my targets to the downside will be somewhere 16,100 and 16,000, 16,000, where 16,000 along this level, 16,000 being the round number. And if markets are able to break below these levels and sustain, we'll see 5,900 and even 15,700 for intraday itself. I am expecting a bearish engulfing. I am expecting a bearish engulfing, which will cover the something like this. If markets are opening somewhere around here, I am expecting a candle to be like this. This is my view. This is my view for Nifty. This is my view for Nifty. Okay, this is my view for Nifty for tomorrow's expiry trading. But the worst case will be the case in which I'll not like to trade, in which I'll sit on the sidelines, is if we get a huge gap down opening. Let's say the global cues. Holy cow. The global cues are showing a pretty heavy gap down opening. If we see a gap down opening below 16,000, 16,000, and markets are able to sustain below that, we'll still look for short positions and we'll target 15,800. But the quantity size will be only 20% of the normal quantity. So if you take 10 lots and markets open gap down, huge gap down, then only you will take two lots, then you will take only two lots, and the SL will be very small. Tomorrow being expiry, if markets become volatile, like this, all sides of premiums will decay, whether you are in puts or calls. So it is better to be sidelines of the market. Okay, so let's see bank nifty. Okay, in bank nifty, this only requires one more candle to engulf this. And if this candle is engulfed, I told you about, if you see this is our level. Okay, this is our level. Somewhere around this is where people went bullish from. And if markets are breaking this level, then this will be our freshly created supply. And whatever our swing targets, if we see on a daily weekly time frame, if we see on a weekly time frame, even the levels of 28,000, 26,000 are open for Bank Nifty. This is a weekly target. So before commenting anything obnoxious, just look at it. And if you go to our Instagram feed, the Instagram channel, the link will be in the description. When markets were over here, when markets were over here, that's when we predicted a global meltdown. When everyone made fun of us, we stood correct, and markets plunged more than 15%. That is more than, if I see 2500 points in Nifty is somewhat like 1.5 lakhs per future lot. Okay, and this was something we were able to predict when markets were somewhere around here. So before commenting anything obnoxious, just pay attention to who you are talking to. Okay, and so okay, if we get a bearish engulfing like this, markets are most likely headed to 30,000, 31,000. But coming to tomorrow's expiry plan, again same thing. I am only looking to take short exposure if markets are able to sustain below this level, not just break below. I'm not telling you to take the breakdown trade. I am telling you to wait to, if markets break below this, and let's see how they develop. If markets is able to sustain this and doesn't break the level of 34,000 and is not able to go above the level of 34,000, we will see an intraday plunge to 33,500 and even 33,000 itself. I will only be looking to create a bullish position somewhere above 34,420. Only above this I will be interested to create any bullish positions, and above this I will be all in for my swing trade. But the chance for this is very less than 5%. Remember, we are looking for a bearish move. And when will not likely trade, if we get a huge gap down, I'll either not trade or only trade with 20% of the quantity, because the profit is mainly gone in overnight. Say if markets open somewhere around here, your intraday profit is gone. Markets if open here and they come up here, the puts will decay like hell. The puts will become zero. And expiry yesterday was a trendy move, today was a sideways move. So expiry can be, if we see a huge gap up or gap down opening, expiry will be sideways. Okay, so let's see a snippet of our Telegram channel. The link will for this free Telegram channel is in the description. Kindly join this will help you literally make money in live market. So this is where I tell you to look for selling opportunities. Today also I told you to look for selling opportunity 1045 somewhere around here. 1045 and was 1045 somewhere around here, and this was the highest point of today's market, and we captured more than 150 points. Now 150 points is more than 7,500 per lot in Nifty. This is what I have given you in the free Telegram channel, so you can make good use of this. You can make some serious money with us. And I added SIP in Goldbees, and let's see, I will show you something. Just give me a moment. This was the return we were able to clock. 1.16 lakhs for that day. And remember my mantra, I tell everyone to please keep your quantity small, but take huge points, target huge points. It doesn't matter if you get them, maintain a good risk reward, you will always be net profitable. Don't go for huge quantities and small points. Anyone can do this, any Tom, Dick and Harry can do that, and that's not where profitability lies. Because if you take huge quantities and you take a huge hit, your whole account will be wiped out. You will be standing with nil, nothing. So, but if you are able to take small quantities, and someday you are stuck, you can get out pretty quickly. You will not be mind screwed, for a lack of a better word. You will not be frozen. So that is how we trade. So I hope this added value to your life, and I'll see you in the market tomorrow. Don't forget to join this free Telegram channel. You can make serious money in this. I also provide some free calls in this. In expiry day, some hero zeros, and if you see, I am already in overnight puts. I anticipated this huge fall. And I am already in overnight puts. And this is the proof of that. Ambuja Cement and all these point puts I am carrying. So I'll book most of these in the early morning, and then I'll make the plan for the day. But if I am opening somewhere around 16,000, I'll just book this and enjoy my day. So that is how I'll trade, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hope you had a good day, you made some serious money with us, and I wish you all a very good night. Thank you for listening to me.